Fetch me their soul.
Alrighty, we are back and we are moving. It is currently, just make sure that's centered. I might even turn the light on so you can see me. It is currently 9 p.m. on a Monday night on the 22nd of May. And I have just finished work. I've been up since 8. At work since 10, and I've just done 11 hours with no break. It is the first official day of the bulk, so I did my check-in this morning. It's the first, like, proper off-season day. We finished my health phase technically a week ago, but I took the extra week of just fucking around with weights and shit, seeing where I was at. But everything feels good now. No, I know, not like last week after messing around with the weights, I know everything will feel proper this week, so I can probably start this week with confidence. So I've got my Red Bull. I got a little bit of pre-workout in my bag as well, which I'll just sip on while I warm up and, you know, start on the movements. Plan for tonight is back, and then a little bit of cardio. Oh, nothing quite hits like that first sip of Red Bull at 9 p.m. Oh, that's nice. So, I'm going to start with a pullover movement, similar to with prep. But the pullover movements just aren't feeling good. I think my shoulders are really fucking tight. I put on so much weight. I was like 96 this morning. A little bit fluffy, but still decently lean. Like my waist isn't too blown out. I'm not very bloated. Just a healthy amount of fat. Enough fat that I'm strong, but I still look good in my general opinion. And I can still enjoy food to a pretty decent extent as well. You know, I can eat out and have snacks and junk food occasionally and shit, you know, power up with the old muffin or chocolate bar pre-workout. Not tonight though, tonight's clean. I've got the no sugar Red Bull. But I'll hit some fucking heavy back for a bit. And then I'll hit my fucking lovely little cardio and then I'll go home. I'll probably get home about 11:30. I'm gonna have 5 whole jumbo eggs for my 6th. I'm on 6 meals a day now. My 6th and final meal is 5 whole jumbo eggs. I'll put some tomato sauce in that shit, make it taste better because I fucking hate eggs. And then we'll go for my sleep stack, sleep supplements, a little bit of fruit, and then I'll go to bed. I'll probably go to bed about 12:30, maybe 1, see how I go with my eating. And then wake up probably 7, 8, 9 tomorrow. Fucking do it all over again because my days are now fully packed to the minute with cooking, eating, check-ins, working, training. 6 meals a day is fucking hard. Cooking and eating 6 meals a day is really fucking hard. And here's the thing with meal prep, right? There's different ways you can meal prep. You can cook a few days in advance, cook it in bulk, fuck it all in a container and weigh it out day by day. Or you can cook it all like 5 days in advance, eat it through your work week, school week, whatever it may be, in pre-packaged meals, which I used to do when I was in high school. I used to cook 5 to 7 days worth of food in advance. Measure out every individual container, freeze some of them, have some of them just like, you know, sitting in the fridge, fucking getting slimy, whatever. And I stopped that after I graduated because I was like, oh, I have time to cook and shit, you know, I don't have to eat fucking reheated meals. But in high school, I was also eating like 6 to 10 meals a day. I grew pretty fucking intensely doing it. So that's the plan this off season. I'm going to push the food really fucking aggressively. I'm going to eat a lot of fucking food. People always seem to misunderstand in terms of growth how aggressively you can push food. It just has to be for a while. Like, I did a 24-week cut, 24-week prep, whatever you want to call it. I'll take a fucking year and a half off now. I'll get some serious growth going. Not like the drug, like natural growth. Just by eating a shit ton of fucking food. Really consistently. I've always been really consistent with my eating. When I first started with Jansen, my coach, I sent him through, I had 15 different diet plans I'd followed that I'd done entirely by myself. And they were like full Excel spreadsheets type shit. Every fucking calorie to the like 8th decimal place was calculated and tallied up. And And I followed pretty much every single one of those diets to a T the whole way through my high school. Pretty much anyone I was friends with in high school, anyone that I went to high school with can attest to the fact that I was sitting in fucking class, munching on unseasoned fucking chicken and steak and rice and pasta and tuna, and beans and fucking, you know, all the classic shit that a high school bodybuilder wannabe wants to be eaten on. Which is why I'm always shocked when a lot of kids and adults alike, whenever I can't fathom someone eating 3 meals a day. How does it possibly make sense that if you eat a meal in, call it 30 minutes, which I would still say is a slow amount of time to eat, if you eat a meal in 30 minutes, and then you spend, call it an hour and a half digesting it, depending on how big the meal is, and then your body burns through that in another hour and a half, so 3.5 hours now, fuck it, let's add an extra hour on, let's say 4.5 hours, you've gone from, you know, was the last time you started eating a meal. I can't fucking go more than 2-3 hours without eating it. Kills me. I fucking start losing brain power. So I don't fathom how you guys are living on 3 meals a day. How does it possibly make sense to eat at 6 a.m., wait until like 12 p.m., 1 p.m., which is what, like, I don't know, 6-7 hours, maybe 8, and then not eat again until like 7 p.m. for dinner. Another 6 hours or so. You're telling me your body's gone that long without food, and you're eating small fucking meals? It just doesn't make sense. It does not make sense in the slightest. I would attribute a lot of my strength as well to my body being so well hydrated and so well fueled, like 24/7. It's fucking awesome. And you don't realize how shit you feel on 3 meals a day until you start eating 5, 6. And at first you're like, oh, I feel sick and there's too much food. You're just being a pussy. You just don't like it. You're just not used to it. You have to push your metabolic rate so hard. Like, you know, it's eating at first sucks because your body's got nothing to fuel. But as you start to develop more and more muscle and more lean tissue, and your body needs that fuel to like sustain it and to function, then suddenly you're like, oh shit, I've only eaten once or twice a day. I feel like I'm gonna die. And then 4 meals is casual, and then 5 meals is casual. Now you're where I'm at, where 6 meals is like, it's a little bit uncomfortable. It's more inconvenient in terms of timing. I don't like having to be like 6 times a day, like, oh, time to go eat. But it just becomes the normal very, very quickly. And then you end up in the position I'm in, where you're like, how the fuck are you living on 3 tiny ass meals, you know? Black coffee and toast for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, and a bit of steak for dinner, and a liter of water a day. Like, your body must fucking hate you. It doesn't make sense to me. Let alone the fact that you're trying to, like, train so hard that your body's forced to adapt and stimulate growing. Do you think that's gonna fucking happen when it's got no fuel to do that? No, it's not. So that's the whole point of this offseason, is I'm gonna push the food so aggressively and push myself so hard with my training and the amount of weight I move that my body pretty much has no choice but to grow, because it's like, it's bro science, but it's science at the same time. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's bro science because you're just saying, you know, lift heavy weight lots of times, muscle get bigger, muscle get strong. Lift heavier weight, muscle get bigger, muscle get stronger. But it's literal science and also common sense, in that if your body undergoes this absurd stress, and not only the stress of training, but the stress of eating, you know, you're forcing it to put down a lot of calories, and you pair that with the serious stress of high intensity training, like heavy weight, high reps, perfect form, you're gonna grow. There's no way you can fucking not grow. 1 + 1 = 2, you know? It's that easy. People overcomplicate it so much. It's ridiculous. So eat a fuck ton of food and train stupid hard. Have you ever seen someone that can squat like, I don't know, 4 or 5 plates for like 15, 20 reps with small legs? No, you fucking haven't. Have you ever seen a man that benches 4 plates, but he's built like a stick? No, you haven't. You like, if you train really fucking heavy and really fucking hard, and you move that shit for a lot of good fucking reps with good form, and then you're backing that up with the eating to grow, to fuel your body to adapt to the stimulus, like, you will just grow. Anyone that I train, both as a coach and a personal trainer, you know, you get guys coming in that they're not even working like a frame or a base. They've got nothing there. It's skin and bone. You don't even put them on a meal plan. You just give them the most basic instructions on how to eat, and then you teach them how to work hard in the gym. You set the standard of high intensity as normal. That's the issue. Your guys' standard for exercise is pussy standard. I'm just gonna fucking say, you all train like pussies. But if you set your standard and your mental to, like, I'm bleeding from my fucking eyes, going absolutely crazy, my blood pressure is going to make my head explode, and you make that the normal, and you're able to execute that every session no matter how you feel, like, I'm gonna go train hard. It's 9 p.m. and I've just finished an 11-hour workday. I got no free time at the moment. It doesn't fucking bother me. I've been looking forward to this shit all day. I want to move some heavy shit. I want to feel fucked up. But if you can make that the normal, it's the same with work-life balance. People always freak out if I say I'm doing like an 11-hour day. If I work like 70 hours in a week, and then I spend the other fucking, I don't know, 70 sleeping, and then the last 28 training, eating, and prepping meals, people are like, oh, but you have no time to do anything. I don't want to do anything else. This is all I want to do. All I want to do is lift heavy shit and feel my body ache. It feels nice. I don't know why. I guess I'm just mentally and physically built to grow, and I'm mentally and physically built to get bigger and stronger. My muscles crave to get denser, and they crave to get bigger, and they crave to get stronger. It's all I know. It's fucked. I don't understand how you can't not want that. It feels awesome. It makes you feel powerful. Got my little parking ticket. So I signed up at World's Gym as well. There's a World's Gym close to my house. 15-minute drive from my work versus, you know, the 45 minutes that Global is. So if I'm training this late at night, it's good because I can take my time in the workout instead of freaking out and being like, shit, I have to drive an hour home and it's already 12 a.m. and I'm not going to be able to sleep more than 4 hours and I fucking hate my life. So I can take my time, which is good. I always prefer taking my time when I'm lifting really, really heavy. And that's what a lot of this off-season is going to be. Whether it be heavy for high rep or heavy for low rep or heavy slow or heavy fast or ego lifting or science-based lift, whatever the fuck it is, it's going to be heavy. And that's all I care about because all I want to feel is heavy weight on my joints and bones. And I don't know, there's something about stress. I like being stressed. I like being mentally and physically stressed. It feels good. Makes you feel alive. It's like adrenaline. Adrenaline junkie type fucking workout. That's what this is. This is an adrenaline junkie back day. Alrighty, so we're in the car park now. I'm going to finish slamming this fucking Red Bull and then we'll head into the gym and I'll slam my pre. If you're wondering how I'm sleeping after having so many stimulants so late at night, Emerald Lab Sleep Stack. Check out my last video. Code Matt 15% off. If your body's not constantly battling between being dosed to the gills on stimulants and being fucking barely conscious because of the amount of downers you're on, then you're not really living. So time to hit back. Let's fucking go. I think I fucked up by using this rack. That shit was way too heavy. I'm way too weak for that shit. But that was like a messy 6. I think I'll go for like a cleaner 10 at 100 maybe. I just want to see how it felt, fuck around a little bit, have some fun. Just felt nice to hold it, basically. So that was really good for my traps. Good for the upper back, which is what I'm trying to work, so.
When I had that gym, you know, that gym taught me a discipline, taught me sacrifice, and it just taught me how to trust my decision.
So that was a cleaner 11. Better tempo, better range of motion, less jerking. Still don't like doing it in this rack. I'll use a normal rack next time. But I just wanted to mix it up, so gotta try new things sometimes. I want to get back to being able to row 4 plates. 3 plates, not 4 plates. 4 plates eventually, but I want to get back to 3. So that's another goal for the off-season. Let's go move on. This attachment that I'm about to use is better than fucking sex. It feels so good. Feel this shit. Oh my. Oh yeah. Whew. Buckle up. I was gonna go for rest and pause there, but I just couldn't fucking move it. You might be wondering why I couldn't get the bar below my chin, like to touch my chest. I just physically can't. Like my lats don't retract that far. They only retract to about my jaw level. My back's too fucking thick and swollen and pumped and juicy and all those great things. Time for rows. This attachment is so OP, they had to hide it from me because they knew I would build too much fucking muscle if I found it. But joke's on them, I found it. And I'm gonna hit the nastiest fucking set of cable rows with this shit. It's gonna be really fucking nice. Built by Emerald Labs. Alrighty guys, what's good? I'm gonna wrap this up real quick because my camera's about to die. It would not be a Matt Dillon video unless my camera was about to fucking die. And I don't know if you could hear me when I spoke during my sets because the music's so fucking loud in that gym. But I went for like an ego lift set of fucking barbell rows just to see how strong I was. I wasn't very strong. I did like a really ugly 4 plates for 6. It was a lot of like jerking. I'm weak as fuck on those. I haven't done them in, I think, like 5 years, so... But it was nice to mix it up. And then I went for like a nicer set of like 11 with 100. Got like a good squeeze. Felt really good. Felt good in my upper back. My upper inner back, which is what I'm trying to focus on. Went lat pull down. Went heavy. And then went lat pull down a little bit lighter. I don't know if you saw, but on lat pull down, I can't get my hands past my chin. That's not me having shit form. I physically can't get any lower. I don't know if it's all the weight I've put on. I don't know if I'm tired as fuck through my shoulders. I don't know what it is. I just can't get the bar any lower than my chin. So that was... Didn't matter if I used 10 kilos, 60 kilos, or 160 kilos. It wasn't going to happen. So that's why that form was a little funny looking. The attachment I had in that lat pull down was fucking amazing, bro. That shit feels so good. I literally spent my whole week thinking about using that attachment. And then the attachment I used on the cable row afterwards is like just as good. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's one of those just standard like V-grip handles. But it's just... like 10 degrees angled out, and it makes the world of difference. It's nuts. They both feel so good. I just think all week that's all I'm thinking about, those and benching. Then I went for my T-bar row, and then I went for my I was gonna do a low row. I couldn't find a low row. I don't know if they have a low row in that gym or not, but I used a high row. Same shit, just upper back. Felt pretty good. Went a bit lighter. Did some high rep shit. Just got like a final bit of a pump. I don't know if it recorded any of my posing because my fucking camera's being all funny and there's low battery. And then I hit my 25 minutes of cardio. But otherwise, not the best. It was a good workout in terms of intensity, but it's not quite where I want it. I'm still kind of playing around with that really good mixture of heavy weight, good form, good range of motion, good tempo, then finding the rep range and then hitting that max intensity. There were some sets that were good in terms of intensity. I really felt like I was just pushing the brick wall in that final rep, and that's where I want to be. But I'm still feeling it out. But it's only week 1 on the bulk, so there's plenty of room to figure out where I'm at, and I'm still guessing for a lot of weights. Sometimes it's too light, sometimes it's too heavy, sometimes it moves well, and then I put it up 1 kilo and then it moves like shit. So still a little trial and error. But that's fine. I've got plenty of time. It's a pretty long off season. And I'm sure within the next few weeks I'll pretty much be locked in. I'm sure the first 2 to 4 weeks, I always say this to everyone, the first 2 to 4 weeks of any new program or block or whatever you want to call it, there's a lot of experimenting, especially in terms of the weight you're going to load. But I got a sick pump. My back feels awesome. It feels fatigued. I couldn't really lift anything by the time I was finishing, so I knew it was time to call it there. It's now, I think it's 11 p.m. on the dot. Drive home. I'm going to make 5 eggs and have a shower, eat my 5 eggs and some fruit, take my sleep stack. Code Matt if you want to match my sleep stack and take what I'm taking. Link to Emerald Labs down below. My code saves 15% on all orders and also helps me out as well. I've got arms tomorrow. I'm going to try and record that, I think, as long as I can charge my camera batteries overnight, because I didn't get to record an arm day in prep, but now that I've got this gym a little bit closer, I'm more inclined to do so. So arms tomorrow, I'll try and film that. It'll be a fun one, and then cardio again afterwards, another late night. But other than that, I'm going to end it there, because I've got to go drive home and go to fucking sleep, because I have to get up and go straight to work in the morning. I'm really stressing myself out, in a good way, not in a bad way, in terms of how busy I'm keeping myself. Every minute of my day I'm doing something, whether it be filming, media posts, working, coaching online, training, eating, meal prepping. I'm not giving myself any free time to fuck around, because I want to be laser focused this off season, and I want to put on a stupid amount of size and a stupid amount of strength, which I'm sure will happen. It always happens when I rebound after getting lean. You know, I went up from fucking 80 to like 96 kilos in a week or two, and I haven't even started pushing my food aggressively. That was just on like the rebound health phase plan. So really big gains incoming. It'll be a really good off season. I'm really excited. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Link to online coaching down in the description. Make sure to like and subscribe. Helps support me out. Helps keep you guys in touch when I post new stuff. Check out my Instagram and TikTok. Also linked down below. And check out Emerald Labs as well for all the supplements I use. Code Matt for 15% off. I'll see you guys tomorrow for arms.